You know how it is? There's just so much information flying around, especially when something, well, concerning pops up. You want to get the real story, right? But without spending ages digging through everything.
Yeah, totally. Information overload is real.
So today, that's what we're doing for you. We're taking a deep dive into this one particular YouTube video from The Ring of Fire. It's raising some pretty serious questions about air safety here in the U.S.
That's right. And this isn't just, noise. It's a specific claim that really needs a closer look. The video focuses on something pretty significant and, frankly, quite unusual.
Which is?
7 plane crashes
Yeah.
in the United States, all within the single month right after President Trump's inauguration back in 2025.
Wow, okay. 7 crashes in just 1 month. I mean, that alone immediately sets off alarm bells, doesn't it?
It does.
The video really makes the point that this kind of rapid increase in incidents, well, it's just not normal. Not in recent memory, anyway.
Right.
So when you see a pattern like that, your first thought is, okay, hold on. What's being done? Are they investigating, making things safer?
Exactly. Typically, after incidents like this, you'd expect the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, to launch really thorough investigations. It'll look at everything: maintenance, pilot stuff, air traffic control procedures.
All the usual suspects.
Precisely.
Yeah.
But the claim here, the thing that makes this so, well, concerning from a safety angle, is that personnel in these exact critical areas are allegedly being cut, not increased or reinforced.
And that's the really alarming part of what the video claims. It says that instead of boosting safety measures, the Trump administration actually ordered the firing of air traffic controllers and related folks through an FAA memo.
Yeah.
Okay, let's maybe unpack this a bit. The video specifically mentions layoffs for people who maintain radar systems.
Yeah.
How air traffic control literally sees the planes.
Absolutely crucial. Yeah.
And it also talks about personnel responsible for landing systems, obviously vital, especially when the weather's bad.
Can't do without those.
And then there are the people maintaining navigational aids the tech pilots use to, well, know where they are, losing people in those roles. I mean, it just feels like the complete opposite of what you'd want to do after a spike in crashes.
It certainly seems counterintuitive if you think about the operational side. Keeping radar systems working involves really complex calibration, integrating data feeds. It needs specialized technicians.
Right.
Landing systems, too, they seem simple, but they rely on intricate electronics, mechanics.
Yeah.
They need constant upkeep to be reliable.
Uh-huh.
And, the navigational aids, their accuracy is paramount, especially with how crowded the skies are getting.
Uh-huh.
Any disruption, any reduction in the skilled people maintaining these, well, it could theoretically introduce vulnerabilities.
Yeah, the video really hammers home this idea that these supposed layoffs just don't seem strategic at all. It's not like they're saying, oh, we found some fat to trim, or these people weren't performing.
Yeah.
The claim is it's just cuts. Cuts for the sake of cutting, maybe, without really thinking through the potential safety consequences.
And that raises a big question about, well, the decision-making process, doesn't it? The video draws this line between what you might call strategic cuts based on efficiency reviews, maybe new tech making roles redundant, and what it paints as just arbitrary reductions.
That's for sure, yeah.
And to kind of illustrate this point, the video brings up those reported layoffs at the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Remember that? Where they supposedly had to walk some of it back because of safety concerns.
Oh, right. I vaguely recall something about that.
The implication from the video's perspective is that maybe this alleged FAA action could follow a similar path, unintended negative consequences.
Right. So the picture the video paints is just these across-the-board job cuts, no real thought given to the specialized skills or, how critical these rules actually are. The tone is definitely strong, like disbelief and real concern about public safety.
It is. It's a perspective that highlights this potential clash between a really concerning trend, the reported jump in crashes, and this alleged administrative response, which is cutting the workforce responsible for safety infrastructure.
Yeah.
The video's argument, essentially, is that these layoffs aren't a logical step to prevent more incidents, but could actually make air travel riskier.
Okay, so let's just recap clearly what this Ring of Fire video is claiming, the one we've been digging into. Claim 1. Within a month of Trump's inauguration in 2025, there were reportedly 7 plane crashes in the U.S.
Correct. That's the initial premise.
Claim 2. Following this, the video alleges the administration, via the FAA, put out a memo announcing immediate layoffs, specifically targeting air traffic controllers and, crucially, the maintenance crews for radar, landing systems, and navigation aids.
Precisely. And the video really stresses that these aren't framed as, performance-based dismissals or some smart reorganization.
Yes.
The narrative suggests they're just broad cuts, which naturally raises questions about the why and the potential impact on flying safety. That comparison to the Nuclear Safety Commission situation is used to kind of bolster the concern that maybe these actions are short-sighted.
Which definitely leads us to a really important point, something for you listening to think about. If we accept the premise for a moment, if these claims about personnel cuts in critical areas like ATC and maintenance are accurate, given how vital those systems are, what could the potential long-term effects be? It's definitely some food for thought, isn't it, as you go about your day?
Absolutely. And, in this world where we're just constantly hit with headlines and snippets of information, taking a moment to actually understand the details of claims like these and to think critically about what they might mean, well, it feels more important than ever.
Well said. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today. We really hope this helped shed some light on the specific concerns raised in that widely viewed video.